Hello, my name is Hannah Kukureja. I'm a mortgage specialist with Bank of Montreal in the Vaughan area, and I cover all of Canada for any of your mortgage needs.
Welcome to podcast number 3. And today we're going to talk about mortgages. So I'm sure it's in everybody's mind. Mortgages rate are going up. Are they going to stop somehow? What's next? So we're going to speak to Hannah today, and she's going to comfort us a little bit if we're planning to buy or sell. What's going to happen and what are the scenarios in case if you have to renew or to break a mortgage. So let's start with I own a house and I'm a closed term and I still have a year to go. What's next? Can I move my mortgage to another property? Can I blend it? Can you tell me what would you offer me?
So you have a few different options. So first off, if you have a really good rate and you have a year left on your term, you might want to hold on to that. Now, if you are looking to maybe sell and buy a new property, what you can do is port your mortgage if it's a fixed term, and you can borrow equal to or more on those funds with no penalty and move it over to another property. So if you are looking to renew early, depending on which bank you're with, so Bank of Montreal specifically, you can renew up to 6 months in advance. So if you want to get into a new term 6 months out from your renewal date, again, no penalties, you can early renew into a new term at that time. Now, like I said, if you do have a very good rate, maybe you want to wait out the whole year of the mortgage. But those are a couple of options that you can do.
But then you may miss on the market. So if you truly fall in love with a property, don't wait a year because you just don't know what's going to happen. So sometimes it's okay to take that penalty and move
Yes.
forward because most likely you'll make money when you buy real estate.
Yeah.
And that little penalty may not be so.
But once again, what I would say is if you have a fixed term, port it to the next property. Why lose out? Why pay the penalty?
True.
As long as you're borrowing equal to or more, no penalties involved. Now, I have had situations as well where the mortgage was a little bit smaller. The client was still able to port it over to the new house, but they paid a small penalty on the difference. So let's say, for example, their mortgage was 500,000. They only needed 400 for the new property. They only paid a penalty on the difference. So they were still able to keep the existing term, the existing amortization. They didn't have to worry about, necessarily taking a new term at this time.
So that's a benefit that BMO offers.
Yes.
I don't think it's available with other institutions. I think that's what BMO offers. So please reach out to Hannah if you have that question and you want to deal with that. You not necessarily have to be a client of BMO in order to qualify for a mortgage with them. You could just go for a mortgage. Okay, so now I feel we reached the peak, right?
Mm-hmm.
We were at 1%, 2%, 3%. I can't even stop. We're now at 7%. I can't even follow up. I don't even know where we're at. What do you think is going to happen? And in my religion, when I say religion, I speak about my business style. I buy real estate and wait. I don't wait to buy real estate because a lot of people are stuck with the idea of, the rate is going to come down, it's going to crash. As a matter of fact, if anybody's out there to buy a property, do not worry about the rate. Worry about the product. And I know it's stuck in your head because there's headlines everywhere. Don't listen to the news because a lot of people made a ton of money on real estate. And I know certain people that we purchased and they made over $500,000 within 2 years. And you obviously can't make that kind of money so quickly, right? So
Yeah.
I suggest that this is the time to buy. And the reason this is the time to buy is right now you can still get a reasonable deal. If the rate will go down, what's going to happen to our market? It's going to drive it to another multiple offers, overpaying, emotional purchasing. So what do you feel about that, Hannah? What do you think?
I can definitely add on to that saying that prices are definitely lower than what they have been in the last few years. So if you can get into the market now at an affordable price, rates will become better over time, hopefully, right?
Yes, yes.
And at the end of the day, we can always try to get a good discretion on the rate as is now. And you also have some options in terms of get into the term now, get into the property now, and renew your mortgage into a better term if and when rates go down a couple years down the road. So affordability has obviously changed, but then at the end of the day, like you said, prices are lower. We're able to purchase something maybe we weren't able to 2 years ago when the prices were very inflated and there was, I like that term, emotional buying.
Yes.
Everyone was just trying to grab up whatever they could, right?
Yes.
Now it really is a buyer's market. So you're able to go in, see the properties, make your decisions a little bit more clear-headed.
Right.
My suggestion would be on that is do your pre-approval first. You know exactly what you're going to be able to afford. You can go in, potentially no conditions in that case, and get the property that you want. But you're also locking in your rate. So Bank of Montreal specifically, we lock our rates for 130 days. We are the longest of all the Canadian major banks, and within that time, if rates go up, you're safe as long as your closing is within that 130 days. If rates go down, we give you the better, right? So it's really only in your benefit to go in, put your mortgage application in, get approved, get your rate held, and then go and start shopping.
Right. And you also know what you're going to get approved for. So you're not out there looking for things you can afford or can be qualified, right? So I think that's definitely number one step is meet out with a mortgage agent and reach out to Hannah. She's amazing. She gets the deal done. And then at least you know what you can afford. Um, Anything else you can tell us about
Um,
specific things with BMO? Yeah, sorry
so
guys,
loud.
a little hiccup. We're at the branch doing business. Anything else you can think
I would
of?
just say don't be scared to get into the market. As Esther said, you will make so much money getting into real estate. And at the end of the day, a lot of times, we're not, at least in this market right now, going to buy and try to sell something within a few months. If it's something you're at least going to hold on to a couple of years, an investment property or a residence, the market will recover as well. So again, you're jumping in now when prices are low, and you're only going to ride the value up, right? And then hopefully at the same time riding the rate down. So we're looking at a much better future coming in the next couple of years, and you want to take advantage now while you're able to get into it. So again, if we look back at the last few years where prices were just going up and up and up, I personally had clients who would come to me. I'm touching my mic there. I personally had clients who would come to me and say, this is what we can afford, or this is what we're able to qualify you for. But they're like, I can't find anything in this price range. Now I have the same clients come back to me, and we're actually able to approve them, within similar range, even though rates have gone up and qualifying rates have changed. And they're able to buy now, right, within GTA or in Vaughan. So
Yeah.
right now we're sitting in Vaughan. I actually have a client that I started her pre-approval probably 6 months ago. At that time, even, she was saying, okay, I'm approved for X dollar amount. I'm maybe not able to find something in the area that I want. She actually bought and is closing within the next few weeks.
Amazing.
And found a condo within the building that she wanted, actually the same building as her mother. So because the
Amazing.
prices had gone down a little bit. So it's not all fear and terror and, scary things with the rates changing. There are good things that come from it as well. And you know what? Like Esther said, hopefully we're at the top of it now, and we will start to see slow decreases.
Right. And another thing is there's no more land, right? So this is it. So there's more immigration coming in, more competition. So if you are in the market, again, don't worry, let fear go. Get into the market because your money in the bank is not making money. Okay, so money gets bored, money turns around. So please do yourself a favor, invest your money in your walls, and I promise you, and I can guarantee you, the value will go up. Just hang in there. So again, I'm Esther Eisman with YOLO Realty, and we're happy to help you. We offer a lot of knowledge. We offer a lot of products, great products to our clients, so great negotiation skills. I'm also a licensee with Grant Cardone, so you know that I'm covered there when it comes to negotiations. And also, we're a team of really great team that can help you and really care about you. We'll tag all our members, and Hannah is here to help you with your mortgage. So reach out to her, and I promise you she can get it done. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you again.